Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I'm taking a look at Blizkrieg by Paolo Morti. So this is a two-player tug-of-war type game that takes place during World War II. It says on the box, World War II in 20 minutes. Let me show you how to play and then I'll let you know what I think about it.
So this is how a game of Blizkrieg is going to be set up. So you're going to have 5 theaters in the whole game, and these are the campaigns. Everybody's going to draw 3 tiles at the start of the game. As you see here, this is Naval, Air, and Army. The Axis player is always going to go first. I'm playing as the Allied players right now. On your turn, you're going to take one of your tiles. So for example, this is the Army tile. And Army can only be placed on the brown section of the campaigns. Now you only could start at the first campaign. You wouldn't be able to place it here unless this campaign is full. So for example, I'm going to place this tile, and I can place it, actually can place it right here because it shows both blue and brown. And you're going to take the action of that space. I'm not going to go over every single space. It's self-explanatory on your map, on your sheet here. So I'm going to go over what this action does. So this gives you a scientific research. Now, when you place this tile, it shows a 1 up here. You're going to move this cube 1. And then you're going to take the action of that space. So I would take one of these scientific researches. So this is a naval and a bombing, and it gives you 2. And it's going to go into my bag. Unless it shows this symbol here. So for example, if you see this symbol right here, that means it's going to go into your reserve area. So, but this one also allows you to draw more from your bag. So this is going to go in your bag. Now, let's show how a campaign is closed. If all of these spaces are filled, wherever this cube is located, so let's say it's on the Allied side, you're going to score this many victory points. If it was in the middle, you're going to share those victory points with the opposing player. Now, to close this theater out, if this cube were to ever get to this space, then the theater is closed, and for example, the Allied player would score the victory points for that theater. So you would get, if it ended up being closed from this campaign, you only get 3 victory points. If not, it would be 5. And of course, whenever you pass these spots right here, you're also going to get victory points. And if you look up here, you see that the 25 is called in red. Well, that's because whenever a player reaches 25, the game is over. Now, if the Axis player reaches 25 points first, the Allied player has another chance to reach that score because the Axis player always goes first. If the game is tied, the Allied player wins. Another way you can end the game is if your opponent no longer has any more tiles to place on the map. So if their reserves are empty and they're unable to place anything on the board, then you will automatically win the game. Really quick, easy game. That's Blizkrieg.
So as you can see, this game is very quick, very easy to learn. It does play in about 20 minutes. I've had some games that gone a little past it, but for the most part, you can get a few games in an hour, which is a big plus for me. If for people who are non-gamers, I think they enjoy this game a lot. My wife, who doesn't like playing games at all, does enjoy playing this. I do like the tense gameplay, that tense tug-of-war. There's nobody better than Paolo Morti who can do that. He made a really good game called Dogs of War, which I highly recommend, which this does borrow a few mechanisms from, but we'll go into that in another review. The only thing I really don't like is the blandness of the board. Again, the art's nothing to relish over. The theme is not too strong, but you know, this is a very inexpensive game. You can play in about 20 minutes. It's a ton of fun. It's a ton of strategy in it. You know, messing your opponents over. I really do love the victories when you just wipe out your opponent's tiles and they have nothing to place anymore. There's a really nice, satisfying feeling to that. So this is going to get a 9 out of 10 for me. Seal of merit. Check out my next review of Caesar, which is a little bit similar to this. But if you have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll be glad to answer. Like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. But yeah, just check out my next review. Keep on playing.